Most men believe discipline is a cage. They think it restricts them, limits them, traps them, but what if the opposite is true? What if discipline is the only path to real, lasting freedom? Take a deep breath with me. Inhale structure, and exhale chaos. This video is going to change how you see discipline forever. And trust me, by the end, you'll see it not as a prison, but as a key. Here's the uncomfortable truth that most people run from. A life without discipline feels free at first, but it slowly, inevitably, becomes a prison. Think about it. No routine just leads to inconsistency. You start strong, then you fall off. No personal standards becomes a pattern of self-betrayal. You tell yourself you'll do something, but you never follow through. No structure in your day eventually morphs into a constant, low-level anxiety. You're always reacting, never in control. And eventually, a life with no discipline becomes a life filled with regret. That initial feeling of chaos, of doing whatever you want whenever you want, it feels liberating. Until you realize the chaos is controlling you. Discipline doesn't take your freedom, it protects it. It builds a fortress around the things that matter most to you. The man without discipline is a slave to his impulses. He's controlled by every passing mood, every craving, every distraction. The disciplined man, on the other hand, controls his direction. He's the one at the helm of his own ship, navigating the storms, not just being tossed around by them. Let me tell you a story of two men. One man lives in a vast, open field. There are no fences, no gates, no structure whatsoever. He can go anywhere he pleases. The other man lives within a compound surrounded by strong, high walls, with a single, heavy gate that he controls. Now, the first man feels totally free. He roams and wanders as he likes, until danger arrives. A storm, a predator, an enemy. He's completely exposed, with nowhere to hide and no way to defend himself. The second man, the one within the walls, moves with a deep sense of confidence and peace. Why? Because his boundaries protect him. He knows he's safe. That gate is his discipline. Those walls are his standards. He can open the gate and venture out whenever he chooses, but he can also lock it to keep the dangers of the world at bay. Here's the tension. Too many men mistake the open field for freedom, never realizing it's the most exposed and vulnerable place to be. And here's the paradox that will completely shift your perspective. The more disciplined you are, the fewer decisions you have to make every day. And the fewer decisions you have to make, the freer your mind becomes. This is a mental superpower. Discipline doesn't just create order. It creates clarity in your thinking. It creates a surplus of energy because you're not wasting it on trivial choices. It builds unshakable confidence because you're consistently keeping promises to yourself. It generates momentum that makes success feel almost automatic. And most importantly, it forges self-trust, the bedrock of a powerful life. When your core habits are locked in, when you know you're going to the gym, you know you're going to eat right, you know you're going to do your deep work, your mind is liberated. You no longer have to negotiate with yourself every morning. Should I get up or hit snooze? That debate is over. You don't debate your own standards. Should I eat this junk food or stick to my plan? The decision was made long ago. You don't drain your precious mental energy on indecision. You just act. You execute. Because you already decided who you are and what you stand for. That, my friends, is true freedom. I want you to say this with me, slowly and with intention. Feel the words. Discipline is my liberation. Structure is my ally. Standards are my strength. Let that sink in. I do not fear routine. I do not resist consistency. I do not avoid structure. I build systems that serve my future self. I follow rules that protect my purpose. My discipline frees my mind. My discipline builds my confidence. My discipline unlocks my highest self. One more time, with power. I choose discipline and I choose freedom. This isn't just some motivational talk. Modern neuroscience actually confirms this. The human brain becomes anxious and overwhelmed when it's faced with too many choices. It's a phenomenon called decision fatigue. A lack of structure creates constant mental fatigue and stress. Discipline, on the other hand, simplifies life. It creates predictable, positive patterns. When your routines are clear and established, your nervous system can finally relax. It moves out of that fight-or-flight mode. This is exactly why truly disciplined men seem so grounded, so calm under pressure. They aren't constantly in a state of internal debate. They aren't deciding what to do. They are executing a plan they've already committed to. Discipline removes the friction from your life, and freedom is what flows into the space where friction used to be. Now listen carefully, because this is crucial. Every man says he wants freedom, but very few are willing to do the work to earn it. They think freedom is found in escaping responsibility, in doing whatever they want in the moment. But true freedom is not found in doing whatever you want. True freedom is found in becoming someone who doesn't need to escape from himself. It's about building a life you don't feel the need to run from. It's about being so aligned with your purpose and your values that your daily actions are a joyful expression of who you are, not a chore you have to force yourself to do. Say it again with me, this time with conviction, like you're making a vow to yourself. I discipline myself so life cannot discipline me. One, choose structure. I choose consistency. I choose standards. My freedom is built, not wished for. This is what I call ascended discipline. It's not about punishment or self-flagellation. It's the ultimate act of self-respect. It's telling yourself, I care enough about my future to make the right choices today. And the more you respect yourself, the more you trust yourself, the freer you will become. This is a journey, and our understanding of this power is just beginning. In the next video, we're going to take this concept even deeper. We're going to enter the realm of sovereignty. Episode 5 is called The Inner Kingdom, Protecting Your Energy, Time, and Boundaries. We'll explore how to build those walls and guard that gate to protect what's most valuable. Your ascension continues. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.